Let's come back to the book. It's cool to learn about Vietnam. In the last chapter, the chapter 1, we just read about the Vietnam's geography, climate, and all other general information. So in this chapter, business and government in Vietnam, we will know more about the country's economy and how it is regulated. Let's enjoy. First, look at this picture. You can see a rice farmer picks rice on a rice paddy. In Ho Chi Minh City, a businessman talks on a cell phone while riding his motorbike. In the country, a woman wearing a large woven hat stoops in a rice paddy or field. All over Vietnam, people work to make a living. A rice paddy is a flooded field of land. Farmers bend over the rice to plant and harvest. They use water buffalo for heavy work like plowing. The farmers wear cone-shaped hats called nón lá to protect themselves from the sun and keep cool. Vietnam is a communist country, one in which the government controls the economy. In the past, government controlled all of Vietnam's business, but in recent years, the government has established new policies that have helped the economy grow. Vietnam's economy now includes private businesses and more trade with other countries. Large cargo ships leave the country's ports to bring products to the United States, Japan, China, Europe, Australia, and many other trading partners. Tourism has also become a major industry in Vietnam in recent years. About 4 million foreign visitors travel to Vietnam every year. Look, these are the Vietnam's currency. Vietnam's currency is called the dong. Paper money or banknotes range from 200 dong to 500,000 dongs. All banknotes have a picture of Ho Chi Minh, an important 20th century political leader. Coins, which were introduced in 2004, come in amounts ranging from 200 dong to 5,000 dong. In 2011, $1 equaled nearly 21,000 dongs. Most Vietnamese people are farmers. Their largest crop is rice. In fact, Vietnam is the second largest exporter of rice in the world. Farmers grow the most rice in the Mekong and Red River deltas. Besides rice, farmers also grow black pepper, coffee, and tea. Other crops grown in Vietnam include cashews, peanuts, sugar cane, sweet potatoes, and cotton. Fruit crops include bananas, oranges, and coconuts. Farmers also raise pork and poultry. Vietnamese fishers harvest fish and other seafood from the coast. Vietnam has a huge shrimp industry. The country is the second largest shrimp exporter in the world. In 2010, Vietnam sold 2 billion worth of shrimp to other countries. Look at this picture. Vietnamese fishers cast nets to pull in fish. In this page, we have a pie chart. The percentages show how common something is based on a total number of 100. For example, 50% means 50 out of 100. Based on the percentages on the pie chart, which group of stick figures represent the number of people involved in agriculture? Which group represents those in industry? And which group represents the number of people who work in services? Forestry is another important industry in Vietnam. Trees provide rubber and timber. The mining industry processes coal, joint, oil, zinc, copper, and silver. Some Vietnamese people work in factories making textiles, shoes, machines, paper, building materials, and other products. Service workers work in hotels and restaurants, do repairs, and sell goods in stores and malls. Look at this picture. Vietnam has been producing silk for thousands of years. The official name of Vietnam is the Socialist Republic Vietnam. Its most recent constitution, which dates back to 1992, states that the Communist Party runs the country. The National Assembly is in charge of making laws and overseeing the economy. The National Assembly elects the President and the Prime Minister. The President's job is to present the country. Look at this picture. Vietnamese President Nguyễn Minh Chiết, left, shakes hands with Dmitry Medvedev, the President of Russia, in one APEC conference. And the Prime Minister is in charge of the daily workings of the government. His cabinet of ministers reports to him on different areas, including transportation, trade, health, and education. The National Assembly also elects the head of the Supreme People's Court. This court helps make sure people and the government uphold the laws. Look at this. This is the Vietnamese flag with a red background and a yellow star on it. Vietnam's flag shows a five-pointed yellow star on a red background. The yellow symbolizes the Vietnamese people, while the red represents blood and revolution. Vietnam is broken up into 58 provinces. This was the old data. It is now 64. And 5 municipalities, each with its own smaller government. People elect leaders to their local People's Council, which is in charge of making laws for that area. The council then elects members to be on a People's Committee to represent the region. That's the end of the second chapter.